In today's review, I'll be looking at the EPOS Adapt 560 headset. This is Paul Bloom and you're watching In My Humble Opinion. The Adapt 560 makes up part of the Adapt 500 range. Now, of course, you know the 600 range, which is, I guess, a level up in terms of pricing. The difference primarily being this is a on-the-ear type, as you can see, whereas the 600 range is over-the-ear. So it comes down to wearing style, really. But just looking at the unit itself, it's a really slick unit, very stylish, as you can see right there. It does come in a very handy case, which I'll just pop out of the box over here. The case is, it's soft, but at the same time it is, as you can see, slightly flexible, so designed very well for the carrying around. It's got this, it feels a bit more slick than the old neoprene rubber we often see. And of course, to get the unit in the case, it needs to be folded, very, very similar to the 600 range. And you'll see over here, I'll just tuck the headset in there, tuck that in there, and off we go. Now, one of the differences, of course, is in the MB660, which I have, when you turn it on, you're actually clipping on and off, and they've moved away from that. I'm not quite sure why, because I really like that. However, it did mean that if you left the headset in that position, you'd be draining the battery. Now, just looking at the some of the other aspects of this headset, well, firstly, we have this boom, and you'll see over here, the boom tucks down like that. It only goes one way, so you can only wear the headset in one direction. Same as the 600 range, I guess, in terms of the directional microphones. And you'll see a much shorter than the kind of booms we see on some of the headsets, which is great. I do prefer a shorter boom. There's no reason for the boom to be right in front of your mouth and, you know, be in the line of eating, and perhaps you're a sprayer and not a sayer, then you know what I mean. So this is, I guess, a little bit more hygienic as well. Really nicely put. The other thing, of course, to be aware of is at the bottom of the headset, on this side over here, you see the little colored button over there. That's a Teams button. So yes, this is a Teams model, a Teams certified headset. And of course, as usual, it's got this adjusting. It feels firm. It's quite flexible and durable. It doesn't seem to have any real sort of risk. It doesn't feel like it's going to snap. It's not thin like some of the headsets right here where the bend is. I've had this unit for about 4 months now, and it's been my day-to-day headset all that time. And I guess the one thing I can say is, because I'm a fan of the over the ear and not on the ear, this was a bit of a change for me. However, I can wear this for numerous hours without getting too much fatigue, although I'm not a fan of things pressing on my ears. So even a beanie, for instance, would be something that would perhaps get a bit tiresome for me. However, I've been able to use this all the while, so that's really good. Very stylish indeed. 4 active noise cancelling microphones in an array, and they're designed to pick up your ambient noise, surround noise. And what I might do is I'll just stick this on record in a moment so you can hear the difference. At the moment, you're listening to me on my Yeti recording microphone, so we'll give you a bit of a feel for the difference when I'm actually using this guy. We might create some background noise as well, so you can get a feel for that active noise cancelling. According to the documentation, this headset will give you 41 hours of talk time. That's where the ANC turned off. 41 hours. That's huge. It's really, really monumental in terms of the amount of power you get out of this little guy. And again, according to the documentation, 1,944 hours of standby time. That's phenomenal, phenomenal. I dare say that I've been caught out a few times. I just forget to charge it because you forget, because it just doesn't run down. Just a little bit about the unit itself. The sponging here feels a little bit like some kind of a memory foam, and it's very, very soft and spongy. And when you just put a little bit of pressure on it, it gives way. So it's really designed to form around your ears very nicely. So I've just switched over to the microphone on the EPOS 560 so you can get a feel for the recording quality, the audio quality. And right now I don't have any ambient noise or anything to worry about. But at the moment, I'm just going to turn on some surround noise. Give me a moment. Alexa, play. Right, so perhaps you can hear that playing over there. It's not, full blast, blast the windows out kind of music, but it's there. It's probably too loud for me to have on to have a meeting in. What I did find though is in the application, in the EPOS application, you can set the side tone, and the lower the side tone is, of course, the less you have hear through in your own voice. So sliding it right all the way down there, and I can still hear it because it's fairly loud, but you'll get a feel for what we're hearing from the ANC microphones, of course. Alexa, play. Got some music playing in the background. I've got ANC turned off at the moment, so on my end it's pretty disruptive. Now, one thing I haven't found within the application is the ability to toggle the ANC on or off anywhere in here, so I'm not quite sure where that is in the application, but it's a little bit tricky. What you have to do is you find the button right in the front and you double click it, and there you go. Now I have ANC on, and whilst I can still hear the music in the background, and I'll just wait for the chorus to kick in again. So here we have ANC on, as you can hear. Got our music tune going over there, and I'll just switch the ANC off again. Remember, double click on the button right up front here, double click, and there you go, ANC off, and I can hear it loud and clear again. And that's the audio experience. So one final comment I'd like to make whilst I'm still on the microphone of the headset is I do like how the microphone tucks away very, very neatly. That's pretty good. And it means that you can use it sort of as a music listening stereo headset as well as for business because of that. So what then is the verdict? Well, the verdict is that this is a great headset. It's by no means entry level. It's slick, it's well designed, and it's right up there with that real business grade smart headset. And it's got a battery that takes wearing your headset all day on a flight out of town and back to a whole new level. It's a great buy, and I hope that this has been helpful to you. Don't forget to subscribe, and please do like if this was informative to you. Thank you for watching.